Welcome back to Blazer Bites. This is our third episode of the podcast, and today we have some powerlifters to talk about their upcoming season. So, if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Alex Marks.
I'm Marcus Meyer Huffman.
Riley Trowbridge.
So, thanks to all you guys for coming. Do you guys want to explain what powerlifting is in general for people that don't know?
Strength lifting in the three main lifts, which for us is squat, bench, and either hang or power clean. The athlete gets to choose. You get 3 attempts, and it's a 1 rep max.
Yep, and also scoring is like track, 10 all the way down to 1. So you got to place in certain positions to score for your team, but you can also win individually. So it's an individual sport, but it's mainly a team sport.
Do you guys want to tell us how you got into powerlifting? Because I know you brought it back to here. You guys want to tell us why you do it?
I got into it from Stubbs. She doesn't coach here anymore, but she coached basketball at Wheat Ridge, and I met her there, and then she got me into the weightlifting program over the summer, my freshman year. And then she was like, "Oh, we're starting back up powerlifting. You have some solid muscle base. Let's do that." And so that's how I started.
I joined because somebody talked about it, and it sounded fun.
It is fun.
It is fun.
It is.
Well, my high school, based in Linwood, I'm confident in saying we started powerlifting in the state of Kansas. It might have already been a thing, but it got a lot bigger. And our girls and boys team have both won state in the last 15, 20 years. Girls in the last, girls have won every year, actually. So it was big. It was big at my school. And then when I took the job here, it was, give kids an opportunity to compete in something other than their other sport. And it's like, let's bring powerlifting back. And it's popular. These guys can contest. So some meets you'll have 700 plus athletes there. And it's full tilt boogie.
Do you guys want to say how it helps with your other sports? Because I know all of you guys are multi-sport athletes.
It just helps build strength for throwing events and blocking people for certain sports like you have to, and bodying other people.
For wrestling, it obviously brings in the muscle aspect, for grip strength and all that, but it also brings mental toughness because you have to not get in your head too much. It helps you properly warm up, and it helps keep you accountable to showing up every day. So it helps with accountability, I guess.
Yeah, staying in the weight room doesn't matter what you do in there. If you're busy and you're moving, you're going to stay in shape. 1, 2, you're going to keep those gains, those strength gains is what they call them. And then my biggest thing is the ability to compete. If you're a competitor, you want to win, you hate losing, then you're going to be not only a good athlete but a really good powerlifter.
So do you? I don't know how what it goes on during a meet. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
All right.
Like I said, some meets you'll have 700 plus people there, so you're putting your weight class. And there's a juniors men's division, sometimes a juniors women's, and then it's men's women's division. Within those divisions, you have weight classes. So those weight classes, once you get there, you'll start at a station, whether that's clean, bench, or squat, and you'll be in a group of sometimes 30. There's been 30 in a group. There's been 20.
Sometimes they'll combine weight classes.
They'll combine. You'll have 40 in there just because it's so packed, and you go until the last person standing on a lift, and you start at the lightest weight, depending on what everyone's opener is. So if Marcus here are in a rack and they're squatting, if Marcus's first set is 135, his is 185, she'll start, and then you just keep going up from there. And then you never know, you could hit a PR within that lift where you've never touched a certain weight, but because those competitive juices are flowing, all of a sudden you hit a PR, and then next weekend you do it again. So it's busy, but then you go from one lift and you go to the next lift, and then on to your last lift. Usually it goes bench, squat, clean, and you just kind of go in that order until you're done.
You guys want to tell us what you guys do during your practices? Because I know your practices are going to start up soon.
We start off with our warm-up. We warm up exactly at the start time. So if you're late, it's quite obvious when you're late. So you do your warm-up, and then with the warm-up, we usually have a run of some sort. It's like a short sprint type deal, working on fast switches and opening up the body.
Yeah, we'll go sprints. Sorry, Marcus. We'll go sprints. We'll condition. We'll jump, change direction. So you still run in powerlifting, where a lot of people think you just need to focus on lifting. You got to be able to run, and you got to stay in shape because those meets are so long. You can run out of gas, so you got to be in shape. You got to keep your cardio up, and then sprints are just good for, like she's saying, those type 2 muscles, your fast twitch muscles.
Okay, so and then the actual lift, we mainly focus on squat, clean, and bench because that's what we do in a meet. So we'll have 2 of those lifts each day, and we'll like interchange them. Mainly going heavy. Sometimes we'll have deload weeks where we're going a little bit lighter, more reps, and then like there's test weeks where we're like we don't have a meet but we're testing, so we're doing like 1 rep max. Where it's not like we aren't actually testing like you do in a class, but it's like personal testing.
See what you can max your body out at.
Yeah, we'll go heavy some weeks and we'll drop it down and then go back up. And then the main goal is towards the end of the season, you want to peak at the right time. So you want to keep those. You can't go 90 to 100% every week on lifts unless it's Saturday. So when we lift during class and during the regular week, it's to maintain some strength earlier in the Monday and Tuesday. And as you get to closer to Friday, you kind of taper off, where you just move things pretty fast. You keep them light and fast, and then by Saturday you're ready to go. So it's a process week to week, but over I guess 4 months from November to end of February, it's up and down as far as what's called intensities, which is a percentage of your 1 rep max. So if you just went like in a straight climb every week for 4 months, you'd burn out. And then you would do what's called plateauing, and then it's when we got real problems. So it's all about tricking the body, stimulating the body, because your body doesn't know, what's heavy, what's not. When you're doing a heavy squat, it thinks it's under attack, pretty much. So you got to keep stimulating that body or your nervous system.
Do you guys want to talk about? Do you guys have a favorite lift out of your 3 main lifts?
Yes, power clean. It's so well because like you do need muscles for it. It's like a all body compound lift, but it's mainly focused on like the form and like velocity. So it's a lot easier for newer people to like get the hang of. Whereas like with bench and squat, it's mainly muscle focused. Like you can focus your form up to 1%, but at some point it's all muscle. What about you?
Mine would probably be squat because I just like building leg muscles more than my arms.
Yeah, squat. I like both, but they laid it out. If we're our main lifts are power clean and squat, the power clean is the queen, back squat's the king. I mean, it's equal. So it's both those are probably my favorite.
So I know some people are excited about you guys' Coach Destiny. You guys want to talk about her? About what she does?
Collegiate powerlifter at Ottawa, alumni Gardner Edgerton, lifted here. She has some crazy PRs. She's a good lifter and she has a good mindset. Me and some other girl powerlifters are working on getting in a division meet. So like outside of this, so like PLA, stuff like that, USAPL, to get noticed by some collegiate lifters because a lot of the girl powerlifters here do want to go collegiate with it.
You guys have any other coaches that work with you guys?
It'll just be me and Coach Chadwick. So like what Marks was saying is, she's an alumni, but she's also a power lifter.
She knows what she's doing.
Competed, so she knows what she's doing. And not to say Coach Stubblefield didn't, because I think Stubbs is a GOAT. But Stubbs took another job, so be able to bring Coach Chadwick in with her experience, I think is great. Not only for our kids, but just for the community. You're alumni, you come back and you can get a job and then impact kids. That's what we need. So we're excited to have her. I know the kids are too.
I think it's also good for our women's team having like a girl coach because she understands like cutting weight for women compared to men because like it's different. So it's better for our girls' team, healthier weight classes.
She also pushes you to helps work on your form. Because I remember she helped me over the summer to help me clean my 205 so that I can keep training and pushing myself to get 225 eventually.
So I know your guys' state meet is different than, like, you qualify different?
You don't qualify any different. Yeah. It's just all the 6A schools, which compared to 4 and 5A, there's not a lot, even 3A. But there are 2 coaches that just got hired in the Kansas City area that are at Shawnee Mission North and Shawnee Mission West. And I'm actually meeting with them next week. But They're looking to host their own meets, and typically 6A powerlifting is big down in southern Kansas or in Wichita, and so they're looking to bring it up here in Kansas City, where it's not just Gardner, and I think Olathe East has a team, and maybe one of the Blue Valleys, but make it more popular up here, just like the other 4 and 5A schools. That 5A is probably the biggest.
That way it'd be less of a drive between meets, and we'd be able to go to more meets.
Yeah, we got some long drives, some early mornings on Saturdays when everyone's asleep. We're up. We're on the road by 6 a.m. You don't get back till
6,
8.
7 o'clock.
Yeah,
It could be 8, 9 p.m. So then long days.
Love them though.
They're fun. You go cheer on your friends and them cheer on you.
Yeah.
It's a really open thing, so you can go cheer on people better. Cause like it's not like, oh, you have to be here at this time. You just have to like do your thing and then go on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you guys, why should people join powerlifting to like come help you guys?
You'll get strong. You'll get better mentality. You'll be able to stay more consistent, healthier, happier, better competition mindset. You'll basically you'll make a lot of friends too. A lot of the powerlifters are super sweet. I like the Piper girls, especially. You'll make a lot of friends.
Yeah, I'd say
in the most random places.
Yeah, I'd say. I don't even talk about that. You go to these meets and you have 400 to 700 people. You see them every weekend because they'll be at the next meet, and they're in your weight class. So you'll see them, and you're competing against each other. And it's like, I know this girl or this guy squats this, and I got to be able to
top it.
Yeah, I got to be able to beat that next week. So I'm gonna work even harder. And so it just adds that competition factor. Like if you're an athlete in another sport, softball, basketball, baseball, whatever it may be, track, if you like to compete, powerlifting is
a good way to start out.
It's a good way to keep those competitive juices going because it's a long time from baseball season or spring to spring, if you're not playing another sport. Well, this will just keep that competitive edge.
It's also a super supportive sport. Like everyone cheers on everyone. Like if you see someone from your team going, you cheer them. And even like if they don't go to your school, a lot of people are cheering on people from other schools. So it's great. It's like a nice community. Really open.
What's you guys' favorite part of powerlifting?
Making new friends and hitting more PRs over the time that we have.
Yeah, I'd say making the friends.
That's how I met like everybody I know right now is pretty much through powerlifting.
That and the mentality gives you. I like the mentality, like how like it builds you up and like it strengthens your character, makes you a better person.
Yeah, I like the coaching aspect. I like seeing our kids work and then go to a meet and then win. Or if you don't win, you got a PR. So when you walk out there with a positive, even if we go in there and you don't PR, you might have failed all your lifts. You still showed up and you were competing. So, like I said, that competitive edge. 1v1.
I also like the medals.
Yeah, the medals are good. Trophies are good. And our guys have no trophies last year.
Up.
Girls have 4 second places. I like first.
They're gonna be first place this year. Trust. Especially that Baser meet. I'm coming after Baser.
Baser's gonna be a tough one this year again.
Should be.
I'm gonna change it from 2 medals last year.
I'm gonna get this year too.
Yeah. That's the main one I want to win.
Me too.
If we're saying this now, that's when we want to
see Enlo because Enlo's always bragging about how he has the clean records up there. I want to fact check.
Yeah, Enlo's a nerd, right?
He is. He's a goober.
Yes.
He's pretty silly. He's a wrestler, so.
We used to bully Enlo back in high school.
You guys still bully him.
Still
bully him.
So.
Every day you see the football staff.
Yeah,
football staff.
Dressed up as Robin, and when Delaney was Batman for Halloween this year.
Yep.
He had to have been freezing.
Do you guys have anything special that motivates you to lift harder or lift heavier?
PRing and going collegiate.
Just the mindset, really, for me. Just putting my mind in the spot of adrenaline to get my blood pumping through me.
Okay, so when it's the wintertime, January, you got to be there in the morning, and that alarm goes off at 4:30, 5 in the morning, how do you get out of bed? That warm bed.
I'm up before that alarm, and I'm making breakfast.
Gotta figure something out.
You got to figure something out?
You just get up.
What do you got to figure out?
A way to get out of my bed.
You gotta think about what you're getting up to do. If you're getting
Lifting.
up for a purpose, you ain't gotta worry about struggling to get out of bed. You're getting up. You want to
You
get
gotta
up
do
out of
something.
bed.
That's right.
Like, there's not one time I didn't want to get out of bed for powerlifting. I was excited every morning.
You guys have anything else you guys want to add to everybody listening?
You don't have a lot of kids start a certain sport super young. Powerlifting is one of those new things right now, so you could start and beat everyone.
What
We're
questions do you
live?
have? Yeah, we are
How
live.
long have you guys been doing this podcast?
This is our third episode.
What?
Okay, who else have you had on here?
Yeah.
We've had the SpongeBob
SpongeBob
musical
people.
people, and we had the producers for the broadcast class.
Suggestions? We need
Just-
couches.
Couches, so you can lean back and be like,
It's formal.
yeah, so...
Yeah.
we should have brought the futon all the way down here.
Yeah.
The futon from the office? You should have just told me and Marcus we could
You
carry
guys-
it all the way down here.
Yeah, you guys could use the office sometime. Futon. Change it up.
Yeah. Change the location.
Change of scenery.
Marcus, you barely talked.
Yeah.
really
Marcus,
did
you got any
really
questions?
talk.
Yeah.
No.
Marcus, you got some questions.
You got-
Mandatory, you have 2 questions.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
What?
2 questions for anybody.
Any
on
kind of question.
One eternity later.
Is the earth flat or is it round?
Round.
Good.
What's y'all's favorite one that you guys have done so far, for the podcast?
Well, we filmed our producer podcast for the broadcast twice. The first time it was great, but it messed all the mics messed up, so we couldn't use any of the footage. And then we had to refilm it a second time, and it was off. It was not good. It was super rushed because some people had meetings they had to go to. It was in the middle of a white day seminar. I missed half my white 3 class. So
Hey.
What is the name of this podcast?
Blazer Bites.
Blazer Bites.
Yes, we want to bite out of every part of the school.
What are you guys most excited for? Who are you most excited to interview?
I don't know.
It was this
We're
one.
being interviewed now. We switched it around.
Next semester we should do a reboot of our producers and bring Emily into it.
Oh, producers part 2 plus Allie minus Stoops.
Yeah.
Stoops.
Stoops
Are
is
we
getting.
still, are we still live?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what podcasts are.
Yeah.
Open
Podcasts.
dialogue.
Except
Podcasts.
we're hidden. We're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just get to talk from behind.
Yeah, they don't have to be filmed. They don't have to.
Well, you're like Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
No one knows what that guy looks like. He talks every time. You're gonna need a already have a TV. You're gonna need a Google pop up so that if something ever comes up, we need to fact check it.
Yeah.
Right there. Maybe that'll be Dorte's deal.
Yeah.
She is the visual producer.
Yeah, she's now the visual producer.
Oh.
We had that thing on there one time.
We had our logo on there one time, but that camera doesn't pick it up, so we don't put it on there no
Yeah,
more.
it's literally
Oh.
just him. So.
Yeah.
Unless we do a goofy news reporter intro and Eddie's
Could we?
What does this go on?
This is
Okay.
Spotify, Apple, and YouTube.
Spotify.
Yeah.
And we'll put
Spotify.
some clips
Could
of it on
lead into
TikTok.
the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stoops is gonna clip it up and put it on TikTok too.
Oh, that'll be cool.
We're gonna have the
Okay.
the Subway
Just
surfers
covering all
on underneath.
bases.
Yeah, we're gonna have the Subway surfers underneath, and it'll be everybody talking.
Oh yeah, just to keep everyone
Yeah.
entertained.
Then the Minecraft parkour, and then the breaking glass bottles.
Oh,
Dude,
that
everyone's
was
gonna stay
entertaining.
entertained.
Yes. We'll get all the views.
Yeah, Spotify. You guys made it then. You guys are big time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Apple Music.
Maybe that's Aaron's deal. Aaron has to fix that.
No, actually, Aaron's struggling right now. He
Yeah.
just said that.
He just said it's not going to be done.
It's not gonna be done again.
Tell them to get it done.
Yeah. The
I'm gonna
Spo-
find a way.
the SpongeBob
If I'm
podcast.
staying after, he can
Yeah, the
stay after.
SpongeBob podcast got corrupted
Oh,
3
God.
times.
And I
Really?
Wow.
My whole hour, Friday, I was editing.
Yeah.
Did y'all go see the SpongeBob musical?
No, none of us
You
did.
did?
Oh, Kevin, did you?
Oh, you guys can.
How was
What,
it?
what was
Good.
y'all's
I like
opinions on it?
I always love music.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part?
It was interesting.
Leaving.
I think maybe one.
Okay.
I like some of
Why not
the
put that in
acting,
there?
but the production, I don't know why they would pick SpongeBob personally, but
I don't.
a lot of people liked it. I heard.
SpongeBob's awesome.
I know, but the
The
musical, I
shows
don't
are-
like the production of it.
I watched almost every episode
Personally.
I could on TV when I was younger. I loved it. I don't know why.
Me
Who's
too,
the-
but the
Who's
production.
the
of it
greatest
wasn't
actor of
good.
all time?
I honestly don't watch movies,
Chadwick
so
Boseman.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to our 3rd episode of Blazer Bites with our powerlifters. And make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. And underneath the Spotify, there will be a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, any comments, anybody you want to see on, anything at all, just put it in there. So thanks for listening.